Alrighty. It looks like waiting for an ambulance. Okay, so we're now going to, and today we're gonna actually start um creating a district tool. Okay, we're going to follow the district. Um, okay, and mainly all we're doing is we're just gonna use that as our main point. Now we do have that there, but then we're also going to need to create one. It's going to primarily focus right there. Okay? And then we're going to take here's what I want. I want to kind of have the district being focus. It's telling me it's time to live stream, guys, but I'm not gonna live stream today. Um, directly. Um, right away. We're going to just mainly just try to focus that as a district as the Highland Crest. I don't know. Um, and then we're going to create one that's going to highly going okay. So then we're just going to go along this road here because we got that road. I'm going to extend it out to pretty much there to finish that district. Okay. For now. And then you can kind of just extend it out. I just like to extend it out a little bit out I think is gonna be our... Okay. Okay. So this is gonna pretty much follow for it. Okay. Now, the place of this is going to be that most of these people down here needing an ambulance. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and we're gonna use the small we're gonna use the we have the hospital size, okay? Because I feel like we're gonna need the large hospital. Okay. The large hospital is just going to be meant for everybody, where the smaller hospitals are only going to be used for um where there's going to be like a smaller hospital for each um for each um uh, area as much as we can, if I can. Okay, yeah. And that just means that it's going to improve. We're going to select for that operating district only. Okay. Select for Evergreen Heights only. Only. Okay. I used the main hospital um for everybody, but we have this one is only going to be effective for that area. And that one only for that area specifically. Um, Now that should help improve on a monumental side of things. Um, and that's just going to improve a lot of people being able to help. I think that we can create an alleyway there. Just an alleyway. But I think actually, um, a one-way alleyway that's gonna improve a little bit of for it. Um, and I think it'll be a little bit better. Um, Now we have this large drawbridge for it, and I have it mainly there to be used. And I see a lot of people are trying to get that way. Um, which is this? Hold on, let me go. Um, uh, no, okay. Um, let's go over here. Okay. Um, I just had that there that we could throw that there, but I think I just not going to throw it there. Um, okay. Okay. And then I think what we need to do is we'll put a tiny city park there. Um, we'll throw in a wide pocket. Um, dog park. It's not a small park. Run cafe. I think we will throw just a couple down in there to help people get. Okay, I'm gonna shift you over there for right now. Um, we now are gonna upgrade you. No, and then we can just relocate you over there. Over there for it. And then okay, so the priority tool is you have to stop along there, and then you guys get priority. You will have the opportunity. Yield. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. It wasn't truly not a lot of backup in the back here, but it's mainly this one right here where a lot of people are coming in and then they are slowly coming in. So what I'm thinking is we have highway. Um, so all we're gonna do is we're just going take that and it will um, do that. Then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to lane connector tool. We're gonna say no. No. And it's pretty much gonna be something like that to help slow the ease of traffic um, into a place like that. Um, yeah, no, that's fine there, and then okay. And then that should help reduce the traffic flow there. There. And then as you come in, man, it can help reduce traffic flow a little bit better. I am also thinking, um, and so do we have, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a 4-lane road there. Um, apotheke and a northeastern inn. Mosery's supermarket. Nice. Wow. Now that should improve traffic flow a lot better. Better along there. And then we're also going to take and do the same thing there. And then we'll go this way on that one as well to improve it as a 4-lane road there as well. Um, Now let's go down here. Mixed residential. Okay. Um, Big Shinshan's Hotel. Yep. That's gonna be down there to help. Improve a lot of things. I think I am going to start utilizing for some medium density along there. Okay. This is our medium dense with a little bit of um, some high dense. Now we still need okay. And then all I'm going to do is we will extend some commercial there. Now we see a lot of Nope. No, we need to come down here. No, hold on. It's supposed to be... And then we're gonna come down over here. Now we're gonna extend. You know what? Let's extend our reach a little bit. The Elkins Palmer Mansion. Okay. Now, what we're gonna need to do... Okay. No. And then all we have to do is switch you. Boom. 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 Okay. Now that's not going to be able to fit everywhere that we want it to go. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna go nope. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I will use the non-quay to get this there. Now, let's go over here. It's gonna be the 4-lane road. But cause I'm gonna do it like, So what we're gonna do is, nope, we need to go flat here. Right? Uh, okay. Now, and then going to do that. Actually, can we? Okay, so in order to page up, we cannot create that truss bridge extras. Okay. And then we will no. Okay. Or we have the highway. I forgot. Hold on. I forgot that we have the 4-lane highway. Okay. Yeah, if for it. But I think um hold on. No, that's not where I want it to go. Okay. I want it to be pretty much right here. Okay. And then A, and then 80 there. And then what we do is, let's come down here. Let's take our um and then do the same thing there. No, 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 no. Wrong thing. Hold on. It needs to be this one. This one. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to take out that there. And then we can clear both. And pretty much basically come down over here and say, you cannot go out like that. Okay. Now let's come down over here. We're going to connect. It's not going to be quite 190, so it'll be fine. Um, so now we have another thing there. And then what we'll do is I need to find the 3-lane. Okay. And we just shift you out of the way for right now. And let's just extend you up to that point for now. Now, and then we come down here, clear you out, and follow that point. That should we're gonna make you the priority, and then we'll also make you priority. And the two-stop solution there. And that should alleviate some of that. And then I am going to take you and we'll add an additional line there because having a couple um of ways of for people to get across is going to be an ideal situation. That's going to help people get around a little bit. I put in 2 extra additional roads. Um, and then I'm going to not going to create like a connection headache, but I am going to put in an alleyway there. Actually, I don't think we should go with an alley. I think we'll just go with a regular road there. Just to add an additional lane there. And then I don't want to put like a lot of connection. Um, we've also got you. And we'll now add an additional one for it. There. To help it, I think no. I think we're gonna clear that one out. Um, um, less, but I think what we'll do is from here on the back side, um, and then I think we should probably upgrade you just to make it feel a little bit better. But that's a one-way road that if they wanted to, they could use that as a thing. I'm wanting to see if we can place like um to see if we can place like um we got a passage park. Um as a merry-go-round carousel park. Just kind of give them like a little park in the back. Let's go unlock our grand bridge. Um, Tourist attractions. And we'll unlock our server farm. Now down here, we have a server farm. Okay. Then we're gonna put our server farm down there for everybody. Just the server farm out in the distance. And then I am gonna place, because we're gonna need to start getting into some larger. I think what we're going to do down here, we're gonna start shifting to utilizing we're gonna use the China pack down here. And here's what we're going to do. We're gonna start changing that to start increasing our high density. And then we're gonna start creating like a China district. So we're gonna start by replacing no, it's just the mixed. We'll put some high dense there for it. Then now we're gonna go into our education. We're gonna get into the community college. Wait, is that that's the hospital, right? Okay, so let me see. Do we have a Chinese hospital? Because we're going to change this up just a little bit. We do have the Chinese People Hospital. So what we're going to do is, I still want to keep this. I am going to not really keep it. We're going to clear that out. We're going to replace that with the People's Hospital. And then we're going to add our Chinese Community College right there. Alright. Now, we do need some park maintenance. I'm hopeful that we'll throw park maintenance there for people, and then I want to throw an additional park maintenance down that way. So we have a couple of park maintenance buildings. Let's go find no, I meant to look for yep. They're gonna hate me, but we're gonna replace that with the Chinese. Give them a community kindergarten down here. Okay. And then I'm gonna come down over here. At a couple of add a little bit more water tower. Um, for it. And then I'll put a water tower there to improve on water flow between, just to give water flow a various different ways of flowing. Now, of course, we could use the water pumping station, but I gotta think about that. That's where our poop cannon is. I do want to have one of these. But it's um, because we have to be careful. I'm gonna put a connection down over here, and then we can add that there. I'm gonna add one there for better. because we're trying to give some better connections into some of these areas, like some of these places. That it can get better water flow for a lot of these people. Um, because there is no um, full um, I'm wondering if we could pull from here um, and absolutely pull, have like one of the water. And then I'll just take and just extend the sewage pipe out that way. And then we'll come down here. Here, and then we can take our 2-lane wooden bridge and connect it there. No, hold on. It's gotta be, we gotta go downward. And actually, I think instead of, hold on. Instead of us utilizing that down here, um, why don't we add a small coal plant, and then we can add a substation. And I can use that for it. Okay. And then I think it's time that we need to 180. Okay, hold on. No, we need to go this way. Way, and then because we do need to expand a little bit on our industry. Then we're going to go from here. $90. On that. That will now improve there. And then we're also going to, I absolutely think we're going to, um, no. I think we're going to take, okay. So no, can't use the truss like that. Okay. No. Um, hold the phone. We're gonna take, and we'll expand that way for it. Because we're gonna need that. I feel like we're gonna have the bridge, and then we will fiber optic box. Okay. Then we need 90 degrees. Then we'll go 90 degrees up to that point. And I think we can create a 2-lane highway there. Okay. And then I absolutely think we'll do something like that. Okay. Okay. And then we go like that. And then we can go up page by 2. Okay. Let's go page down. Let's go by 1 page. No, let's go page down. Then I think we can go slightly page up there. No, hold on. Let's just do normal page up by 1. Then no, 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 and no. So it basically and then that should help to improve on our traffic in a little bit. Um, and then I'm also going to increase it there as well. And then we go down here. We basically say, no, you can't go that way. No. Nope. Nope. And just make it like that for a lot of people. And then down here, this is where I'm thinking that we just have, I don't get why, and it's a lot of people going this way. I'm wondering if we take out the stoplight down here. Instead we put in stop signs and we go down here and we'll say, we'll give these guys priority and those guys a stop sign. You got priority. Okay. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know if that's gonna help at all. Um, I think the other thing that's gonna help, I haven't used these a lot. I think because we're gonna need no, let's do this. We're gonna go boom. And then we'll go full page down. Um, Actually, I think I should. No, I think I'm using the right one. Yeah, I'm using it right. And then I think we can clear you out there. To reduce that, and I think I'm also going to do that there as well. Um, just to give that if you need to cross, you come up this, you come up and you can go that way. You don't need to cross right there. So yes, these will still have the crosswalks. These will not. I will see how that fixes a lot of it. We see a lot of 11. I'm wondering if we still keep, and I'm also going to try something. We're going to make the lane connectors. I think we're going to do 2 that way. Still have the left turn lane. And see if that'll help improve traffic flow a lot better. Like, I don't see a lot of people going that way, but I think that might help improve on traffic flow down here. Um, Now here, we're going to do something a little bit different. I think we'll do that instead. Because I don't see a lot of cars going to the left. I see it more towards going to the right. So I chose that there instead. For maybe instead of here, we're going we'll go up to that point there. Move U-turns, remove unsafe on those. Unsafe and remove U-turns there. Move U-turns and remove unsafe. And I think that's just going to be a lot better. Round office. Sunset Brewery, Eclipse Nightclub, Emporium Plaza. I think that's just going to improve traffic flow. I feel compelled to start that. Now, content. Now I'm going to leave the medium housing. We are going to improfitably. We're going to clear you out. A lot of people are going to hate me, but we're going to throw a modern telecom tower there for a lot of people. Um, And we'll throw game set match. There we'll throw a couple of those. Throw a couple of gyms. A couple of tennis courts. And then we're going to come down here. Here. They're going to be cleared out. Okay. Now, what I need to do is let me go find you. Take our wide pavement path that way. Take a wide pavement path that way. And kind of give it there. And then, no, I don't know why I paused like that. I don't need to. I'll clear you out there. I'll just clear everybody out on those, on that. And then what we'll do is we'll come down to here. We have some another canopy cover there. Here we can throw a tiny little thing there, and that'll improve a lot down here, giving a large park. And then we'll just clear throw okay. Over here. We're going to extend that to being a medium dense. To fill that point. And then we're going to, the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to create a bus route that's going to go from there. I'm not going to put one along here, but I will, because we have some issues with it. Alright. Now we're going to take... Okay. What needs to happen is it absolutely needs to be on that side of the road. Absolutely. Actually, let's do this. Let's do both. Let's have one on each side of the side. I have one on each side of the, because if we have one on each side, I'm gonna shift that one though. A lot of people are gonna complain, but when people will complain, but I'm just shifting the. I think these should. Should have shelter. I will even put a set there. I know that might not be less used, but I am going to do it just because of that. Okay. So it's only going to be a one-way anyway. There. Nope. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And then this, so then we'll put those two there. Because the more that we have a lot of this, This will definitely improve on at least the okay. And then and then and we got this one that goes the opposite direction for it. And then that should improve on traffic for a lot of people. I hate having to clear out. Electricity availability, though, is on the lower end of things. Um, so, here's what we can do is a lot of people are going to hate me, but But we're gonna extend lens furnace, exhaust filter, additional turbine. Alright. Add another backup battery. And now that should improve traffic flow there. People are gonna hate me for this. But now I'm going to take our four-lane, two-lane highway. We're gonna go page up, over, and then we'll go page down. Okay, and then now nope. Okay. Then come down here. We will extend it to pretty much be one lane road going around there, like that. But we are going to change that to be a 2-lane road. And they'll go from there. Okay. And then we can take it like that. Okay. It's still gonna be a extensive um, no, it should follow that. And that'll now should help improve traffic flow a lot better for it. Uh I still think I wanna hold on. I still think I wanna make that a little bit wider. And then where's nope, we need our 2-lane road down here. Fixing a lot of traffic today. Um Arg. Okay. Now let's create our 2-lane road. There we go. And then there, and that should now help to improve a little bit of our traffic flow a lot better. No, hold on. I think what we know, let me see if I can downgrade it there, upgrade it along here. And then I'm also going to add the extent of creating a little bit of that around there. Um, and that's now going to really help. We have a connection here. We now have a connection here. Um, I will extend up to there, and then we need to come down here. No. Okay. And then we're gonna do a different design. Um, I want to try something. I want to see if we can just create everything in a one-way road. We're gonna try. We're gonna try this on there. We're going to try it, leaving that one a two-lane connection. Um, and then we'll do. Nope. Arg. Okay. I hate doing the two-lane stuff. And then I'll do something like that. And then we'll go. Now, we know it's gonna be a single thing. But let me see. Hold on. That does not look right. Both of those do not look right. Okay. There we go. And then we will set that to go that way. Okay. On this map, there is grain, vegetable, textile, inland farming, oils like way out in the boondocks out there, oil drilling there, or offshore. No stone, truly. The only in no stone around, so throw our chemical plant down there. Okay. And then we'll put one down that way as well. And then we will fill in that point. Okay. So now we have some garbage piling up. I am going to start implementing. We're going to come down here. Um, I want to put in a recycling center on the other side of the island so that we can maybe okay, so that maybe and then what we'll do is it's supposed to be like a highway anyway. So let's do this. Let's take And we will extend that out point. Yeah, I think we will come over here. Nope, it needs to come down. And then we can now add in a extra um an extra way for people to come out and around, giving a little bit more of better connection. Like it will fix itself um for it. Let's take and we're gonna take and we're gonna let's kind of do like a freeform kind of thing. Kind of do like a freeform connection there. Um, to give a little bit of an extra connection, and I think what I will do is do something like that, but then what we will do is we're going to take you and not allow you to go that way. We'll also remove unsafe connections. Okay. You're only allowed to cross you're only allowed to really if you're in the middle, you're only allowed to cross over um not in any way, shape, or form. um we are gonna make those to priority, but then we'll have stop there and priority to there. So that should now help improve on some of that traffic flow. Um, on it. So I don't know. Um, Actually, no. Hold on. Where's our one-lane road connection to allow for them to get on that way as a bonus? It's going to Victoria Highway. I don't know why that's called that. But a lot of it seems like this portion right here, I feel like might not be the best option. So here's what we're going to do. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to recreate a better decision. I'm going to remove those. Um, and then I'm just going to clear out even an entire... Go out this way, and then we'll come in. Page up that way. Okay. And then we can go page up just there, and then yeah, see it wants... Okay, hold on. The problem that I'm having... Okay. And then... Okay. And then we will have to create a thing. No. Now I am clearing that out, making them go down to the roundabout. Ah. There we go. I actually don't... Hold on. I don't think we need to go double that height, and I think it'll be fine. Okay. But I will take and create a 2-lane passage through there, though. Just to give them a couple of connections into that little cul-de-sac there. Um, hazardous waste collection, and then we'll improve our storage. 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 There's a chemical plant. What's this? Smoke, coal, gas. Oh yeah, I know why we have garbage pile up. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the? I know why we have garbage pile up. Where is it? It's power. Garbage management. Okay. We're now going to basically improve, and we'll now have our garbage. Duh. But I'll split the garbage plant down there, and then we put the other recycling plant over there. Um, okay. So let me save this game, guys. This is gonna be it for today. I'm gonna save it over this and see if we can find a better um to see if we can find a better um to see if we can find a bulldozer, because that bulldozer mod's not working. Because the better bulldozer. Okay. Type in bull. Bulldozer. Code mod only. Okay, let me type in abandon. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because I always have to seem um, abandoned, and then type in collapse. No, I'm not gonna hide buildings notification. Let's see if this mod. Okay, so see, oh, collapsed is that one. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys. Today was mostly fixing traffic. Um, for it. Um, so if you guys would like to see more content, make sure you guys are followed. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Um, and we will catch you guys later. Um, if you guys want to see content outside of um YouTube or content, you guys can always check out down the links down below, the stream or on camera. Um, we pretty much are live 24/7. Not 24/7, but we are live 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, through what you call it. Trying today was just trying to get traffic to be fixed and got us started on the buses. I want to get into maybe getting into some more bus lines, but we're only gonna do for today. But the rest of today, we are going to for the next stream we'll work on adding more bus lines to the rest of the areas because that's gonna be where buses are going to be more pertinent to doing that. We have a ferry line um going into one area, but I want to maybe extend that. Figure out some other ways to extend our ferry. Figure out a way to um utilize a lot on that, and then also making sure that um in that. But we'll see how far we go. We'll see what happens in the next episode. Um, but guys, I'm live pretty much Monday through Friday. Saturday. I mean, and Sunday. Sorry, not Saturday. Sunday to Friday. I'm pretty much from live from 3 to 5. Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays are going to be a little bit iffy on those. Saturday I might be live in the live that time at 3 to 6 o'clock at night. But tonight I'm not going to be on for that long because um, I want to do a couple other things. Um, and sometimes I'm not always live either. Sometimes I'm sitting here recording City Skylines. Because I'm gonna um, take that time to really play a little bit on some of this and some of these other games. So if you are interested in seeing Euro Truck, American Truck, City Skylines, here on YouTube, make sure you guys are subscribed. Um, because it is really greatly appreciated. And also, if you guys are watching and want to see content that is on Call of Duty or Fortnite, you guys can be followed um on my Trovo and TikTok side of things. But that's when I'm live at night every day from 9 till 2 in the morning. Sometimes I might be on at 10:30, 11 on things, but anyway, um so yeah, so we will catch you guys later. Bye. Bye-bye.